Hello, thank you for joining me today. It's been a long time. I just had a few days at home and I thought I'd just quickly do a little video about September, the remainder of the days of September. We've still got quite a long way to go before September 2023 ends. And the reason why I thought I'd just do this, A, because I have time, and B, because, wow, everything is about Leo currently. So let's have a little look and see what's going on. I'm not completely, what do you call it? I'm not completely ready for everything. But yeah, as I was looking, I'm going to go back so you can just see, like, if I go back to today, which is the 7th. Okay, so although I will do this for, you know, all the ascendants, but I just wanted you to just see what the focus is very much on Leo. So wherever Leo is in your chart, it's really good to give it some energy, because Jupiter and Rahu are actually aspecting, as is Saturn, and they're both retrograde in the sense that there is like some work to be done behind the scenes, not just in those, you know, like so wherever that sign is, like Aries and also Capricorn, you're going back and redoing some things. Maybe thinking about, you know, whatever area of your life that kind of sign represents, and how you can go back and just finalize certain things. And so obviously in the sign also we have Mercury retrograde again, you know, more to do, and because obviously all these planets are retrograde, so they are reflecting and reviewing and reassessing everything. And they all have an influence on Leo. Sun, the ruler of the sign, is also there till a little bit like middle of the month. So it's an important time. And not only that, we have Venus from one side and Mars on the other side hemming the sign as well. So, you know, there are things to wonder about. And Leo in itself is all about creativity, children, and expressing yourself. Is highly artistic. So it's, if you think the third house is how you express yourself, etc., third houses, 3 houses from the third house is your 5th house. So it's extreme creativity. It's all those talents that one has, one can express, and it's all forms of things like film and photography, education, academic education. It's teaching, being a teacher, being an advisor, consultant, and singing, playing instruments, writing. Everything can be embraced within Leo. Leo is also where we like to have some form of, if you like, it's the palace. It's so, for example, somebody who has 4th house, which will be like a Taurus ascendant, 4th house is Leo. So they like to have a home. That's very important. They like to have a fixed abode, because obviously this sign is a fixed sign, and it's also because it's ruled by the king. They want to feel at ease at home. They'll probably spend quite a lot of time at home. So all those kind of things are very important. Look at your 4th house, whatever ascendant you are, and just, you know, spend some time thinking about it. Mars has already been in Leo. Venus was in there and retrograded back into Cancer. So there's a lot going on regarding this sign. So, and also the new moon will occur in this sign. So lots of things going on about Leo. Okay, so I'm just going to stop this and just carry on with the ascendants. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. This video is for Aquarius Ascendant and or Aquarius Moon for the remainder of September 2023. Hope you're all keeping well. In the UK, we finally have summer, which is wonderful. Okay, so for you guys, Saturn rules your 12th house and 1st house. So it just means that really, you know, it could always be that makes one always melancholy, always looking back, and there are also some some things, just got to make sure you don't create your own losses, you don't overspend, you don't create habits, and that you finish whatever you start. Those kind of things are very much very strong ways of actually looking after this kind of thing. When you got like first house ruler and 12th house ruler is the same. So it's important to just be aware that, like when you need to take time out, you need to look after yourself, make sure you sleep well, any stimulants or anything like that not to be taken, all that kind of stuff, just being aware. But it makes one very, very spiritual too. Now in the first house ruler in the first house, nice and strong. Saturn generally can make person quite serious when it is affecting the first house. It can make one hardworking, can make somebody fearful too. So you have to really kind of realize we've got nothing to fear. We are, we never die. We're just energy. We just change form. So there is nothing to fear, and we are literally we have our creator around us. We can do anything. We just got to just feel really empowered. That's something that Saturn needs to be told, because Saturn can always be like overly doing things, overly serious, overly seeing the lack, you really don't need to, you just got to just allow the world to see the beauty within you. And the other thing is what Saturn can do, can trim you down during this time. Excuse me. Definitely. So that's one of the things, can kind of stop you from overdoing things in a sense too. But very conscientious, very committed person, and you definitely attract the what would be from the others, respect that you deserve. And from there, Saturn is also aspecting your third house. So you want to learn some fun stuff. You want you to connect with friends and learn new things, maybe do some things that interest, hobbies, things like that. And also is aspecting Leo, which is your 7th house. So it's all about like committing to, in a relationship. If you're already in a relationship, committing further, and if you're not, to actually, that's what you're seeking, really, that's what you want to bring about. And also it's aspecting your 10th house of career. So it's really important angles are being activated with Saturn. From there, you can see now the next planet, Jupiter. Jupiter is your 2nd and 11th house ruler, so it creates money. It's in your 3rd house. So it's like a desire house, 11th house. So you want to learn new things, like more creative stuff, which Saturn wants you to do as well, whether it's doing some form of sport, doing with your groups of friends, or learning some foreign language, travel, be more artistic, creative, play music instrument, that kind of thing is very much the theme. Also Rahu being there, it also activates that even more, and makes you very brave. Rahu in the 3rd house, you kind of get to express yourself, and definitely foreign languages probably have something foreign, will always, that's the flavor of Rahu, and it's been there nearly a year and a half. So it's perhaps you've actually ventured and done that. From there, both of them are aspecting your 11th house of groups, networks, elder sibling gains, achievements, accolades as well. So as Rahu has started that, Jupiter is there now also activating that, and also protecting Sagittarius because it rules that too. It's now 2nd house ruler aspecting 11th house. It's really good for money. And Rahu does the same, so it magnifies that. Then we have them both actually also looking at what would be your 7th house of relationships and partnerships, etc. That is also being activated, and really not just activated, really kind of energized with the 2 planets, giving it that energy. Jupiter is also aspecting what would be for you your 9th house of luck, publishing, belief system, father, learning, education, higher education, etc. So it's a lot going on there, and so that's pretty good too. Ketu, on the other hand, is going to be there till end of October will be in your 9th house. So, you know, it could be like you finish your education, maybe you finish like university, you want to do your doctorate, maybe you finish school and you want to go on to college or something. So endings and new beginnings, if you like. And also we have Mars, which is 3rd and 10th house ruler. For you now, it's in your 8th house. So it could be some form of change, sudden change going on, a bit of transformation in workplace for you. It could also be that because you obviously these Aquarians are very, very artistic at work. They like something that's quite inspiring. They love learning to learn new things, new skills for work. So they're up for training, stuff like that. And Rahu and Jupiter are really making that possible. So you can see that. So basically, Mars is now in the 8th house. Mars, obviously, you got to be careful because 8th house is also accidents, you know, so you've got to be careful not to drive too fast or anything like that. But generally speaking, Mars being your 3rd and 10th house ruler, so you could be doing more research, that kind of thing at work. Or it could be that you are literally kind of working behind the scenes and taking a back seat from being out in the world, if you like. And then from there is also aspecting what would be 11th house, so putting energy into your groups and networks, money, etc. Be careful not to argue with your friends and elder sibling. And also aspecting your 2nd house, so we want you to put energy into saving money, but also 2nd house is bringing a couple together, so as is 11th house, so it's gaining of something, so it's like creating that relationship. So that's another thing that you're really up for as well. It's also aspecting the 3rd house, which is Aries, and he rules it, so really protects that house too. So he wants to do more, you know, creative, expressive endeavors, really. And so if we now go to what would be your yoga karaka planet, which is Venus. So Venus rules 4th house for you and also rules what would be your 9th house. It's in the 6th house. So obviously if there have been any sickness or conflicts between you and your parents, stuff like that. So, you know, Venus is, you know, it helps you because it's such a benevolent planet. It helps you deal with that in a very diplomatic way. Coming from the heart and seeing the people's viewpoint too. And if they've been poorly, you make a wonderful person, caring and loving and giving them the attention they require in order to help them heal and get better. And then we have Mercury, which for you rules your 5th and the 8th house. So that's in the 7th house. So 5th house ruler in the 7th house is a really nice Raj Yoga. It's sitting there with the 7th house ruler. So again, that creates another Raj Yoga too. So this is all good stuff, really good stuff. Okay, and Moon, obviously the 6th house ruler, beginning of the month. You know, we can see it's in the 5th house. So let's go and start this. So on the, what's happened there? Oh yeah, here we are. On the 10th, Moon goes into own sign, which is Cancer, protecting the sign, and it now means that you are really wanting to take care of, if you have got parents who are poorly or family, you want to be looking after them, cooking nice food for them, and just really just spending time until they heal. And also if there are any conflicts, to just really getting those sorted, and with blessings too, and blessings and light with everything, you know, just accepting and letting go of that. And then pretty quickly, Moon goes into Leo, which is your 7th house. So it could create some conflict, or, you know, we could kind of rob the partners or the children, you know, could be like overzealous with them. But really, basically, now coming up the next day, we have like the new moon, which really what that means is the focus for you is going to be relationship, and just like easing and working with anything that's, you know, you two might not share same viewpoints, and that's fine. People don't always, I mean, it's a myth that they tell you, you know, that everybody should always think the same, but that will be really boring. We all have to be our own unique self and just speak our truth and accept each other for what we are. We don't always agree, but you know, commonly people are always kind-hearted and coming from the heart. So that would be amazing. Just notice that change. Let's go back an hour. Oh, maybe. Okay. So yeah, so the new moon will be very much about relationship and things that you want to amend. If there were any sort of discord with children, or if you and your partner had arguments or didn't see eye to eye about things relating to children. So it's a really good time that you can focus that and get that, you know, maybe one wants to have a child, the other one doesn't. Maybe one wants to get married, the other one doesn't. All those kind of things. It's a really good time to actually sit down and talk those things over. When you express yourself, you always get what you want. But it's got to be with love. On the 16th, 15th, 16th, yeah. Moon, obviously, on the 15th goes into what would be for you, your 8th house. 6th house all in the 8th house. That's pretty good. And creates a Viparit Raj Yoga, so difficulties can actually get solved and let go of. And then we have Mercury go direct on the 16th. That's lovely. And pretty much as on the 17th, 18th, depending on where you are, when Sun goes into Virgo, then Moon moves into Libra, which is your 9th house. So now Moon is in Swati. On the 18th, you can actually place your intentions out, get the timing right if you can. So it's like white piece of paper, blue ink, and then you, God, I've just noticed dark, it's getting dark. And you just pay gratitude to the universe, then you put all your intentions out nice and strongly and in detail, and then thank the universe, place it in the northwest of your property or your room. And this is a wonderful moon because it's in the it's very, very creative, and it's an exchange with the moon, with the Venus as well. So anything that you want, if like, for example, your dad or your mom is not feeling well, you know, ask universe for healing and love. And you know, never be worried about asking too much. That's what universe wants to give us. And so this also makes it extremely psychic, intuitive, and you know, your gut feeling about things, you know, go with that and really trust that, because you could never make a mistake if you listen to your inner higher self, higher intelligence. And Moon is there, absolutely getting lots of help as well from Jupiter too. And also if you need healing, it's a really good thing to communicate too. And then we have Moon that goes into Scorpio for a couple of days. That will be your 10th house. So, you know, working hard. And then it goes into your 11th house, 6th house all in there, 11th house. So it could be like a little bit of competition, like competitive sports or something like that. You could go and watch it with your friends or groups. That would be quite nice. And then we have Moon join Saturn in your first house. So, you know, it could just mean that you're looking after yourself. You know, if you're feeling like you want to do a bit of detox, a little bit of like fasting or something like that, there's no time like the present really. So that would be really good. Then we pretty much end this month with Moon. It would be like in your 2nd house of family, which really feels strong, and it is also in what would be Pisces and likes being Jupiter signs. That's really, really nice. I have to say, obviously for you guys, Venus is in the 6th house, so it does feel debilitated. So it's really important to just really think, you know, are some things really worth the arguments with, whether it's, you know, at home, family, things like that, or maybe holding on to those emotions can make you feel not so well. It also means that you will enjoy working, enjoy being of service to humanity, and particularly women. That would be, you know, that would be a lovely thing too. I wish you a fantastic month, and thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Thank you.